What's up guys, welcome back to Aquatic Elements. As you can see behind me, today we are at a goldfish show here in Bangkok. We have, I think there's about 10 to 20 different breeders here, loads of customers showing their absolute top quality fish. Probably some of the best goldfish, best fancy goldfish here in Thailand and potentially even the world. So this is an absolutely awesome event, and in today's video we're going to be looking at some of the individual fish and talking about them in a little bit more depth. So let's start heading around the show and I can show you the setup and then obviously the fish as well. So I've just come across another fish that have really stood out to me at this show, and this is actually one of the white tiger ranchu. Just look at the body structure. We've got a really long back. So fish generally with the really long backs and not hugely compact body shapes means that they're going to get to a really big size. You'll probably find this fish will easily attain the 6-inch mark, maybe even get up to that 7 or 8-inch mark. And now this is a new variety to me. Obviously I've spoken about it more on this Thailand trip, but this is actually a really new style, a new variety. Very similar to a tricolour like that, but obviously not with the orange or red pigment in the scales. Nice wen growth to it, nice sort of buffalo look to the mouth area. We've got some nice wen growth around the chin, around the cheeks, and that really deep ink black coloration. Nice split in the caudal fin, double anal fins as well. Really good activity levels and no buoyancy issues, or the fish is swimming really nice and straight, so it's got no issues swimming, which is really important, especially for the fancy goldfish. Let's have a look at some more feature fish around the goldfish show. This is a real standout fish at this show for me. I absolutely love the body structure. Really nice activity levels compared to some of the other fish at the show as well. Just look at the body. We've got really nice round tummy area, high back, a nice erect dorsal fin, double anal fins, nice split down the caudal fin, really good wen to the cheeks, the head and the chin, and also the wen's not hugely excessive on this fish. It's not too crazy, but the swimming pattern's very nice. It's not too clunky, it's really nice and active. I believe this is one of the Shogun Fish. And don't get me wrong, absolutely amazing fish, but these do come with a big price tag. But the quality is just absolutely incredible. Let's check out some more feature fish that I found at the show. We've got some really nice longtail oranda there, and just next to them we've got this absolutely massive shorttail tiger yambao or tiger shorttail oranda. Look at the colour pattern, the colourway. Really nice and active, good swimming pattern. He's just playing in the bubbles, as you can see there. Huge wen to this guy. Super active. Just look at the wen under the chin area, the sides, the cheeks. You can see him from the top here. We've got this really nice illumination lights, really helping to brighten up the patterns on these fish, but he's an absolute chunk. Absolutely stunning quality. Really nice, and I'm really fond of the pattern of the tiger fish. We've got loads and loads of tigers at this event. Let's keep looking around and find out what other fancy goldfish they've got. Now I've just come across a few more oranda, a couple of tricolours here. Really lovely wen shape, and it's nice to see on some of these fish the wen is not too excessive, which is pretty common nowadays, pretty fashionable. He's got a little moustache as well on this guy. Deep black coloration and really nice snow white scales as well. Same on this guy, this tricolour here. Lovely pattern, really nice balance of colour. Now you will notice some of the fish have slightly better swimming pattern than others. This guy is really fat, so I'm wondering if it's a female potentially with eggs, so it's a little bit heavy in the water. You can notice that he's sinking down just a little bit, whereas this fish has a little bit more elegance to it. So that definitely comes into play with the judging. So I would say this would probably be my favourite fish out of the two. You can see it's got the breeding tubercles on the fins and this one doesn't, so I'm placing my bets that this one will be a female, but the male is doing a little bit better in the tank. Lovely short tail, nice erect dorsal fin. It's holding its fins really nicely in the water. There's so many fish to film at this event. Another stunning red and white sakura. Big wen on this fish though. You can see the wen's kind of covering its eyes, which can sometimes inhibit the swimming pattern. So that's definitely something to consider when selecting fish for your aquarium or a pond. Big wen on this fish, but lovely pattern. Look at the colour, the pattern, red and white with some nice sakura scales throughout the body. Nice erect dorsal fin as well. It's lovely to be able to just watch these fish and take it all in here at the show in Bangkok. So I'll have a look at see what other fish there are available. Maybe we can focus on a few more of the high quality fish. I just thought I would have a look at some of Jimmy's fish that he's entered into the competition, because obviously we're going to be able to see these fish again on his website, and they're all fairly similar style, I would say. Got really nice wen development, lovely body shape, really good swimming pattern, which is very important in these shows. These fish must swim level, so the head and tail nicely level in the water, not a head tilt or head down. Got lovely Kirin here. Now this event is actually at one of the shopping malls here in Bangkok. You can see we've got loads and loads of shops behind us. We also have some birds over there which are really annoying because they're constantly making noise in the background, but we're really trying to focus on the fish here. We also have a better competition, or fighter fish competition, just next door. We've got loads of different fighters, probably 1,000 fighter fish. But just look at the quality of these fish. We're going to keep heading around the show, looking at some of the specimen fish and some of the best fish that we can find here at the show in Bangkok. Now there's not many Ryukin at this show, but these two really stood out to me. Lovely Kirin and a tricolour as well. Now you can see the size, probably about 6 inches. Really high hump behind the head, big round tummies and small heads. Nice and active as well. The water is a little bit cooler here than the farms. It's probably about 22-degree water, and the farms it's about 28 to 30 degrees. So it's nice to see the activity levels are still high. But look at the metallic scales, the coloration, the even pattern throughout this fish. Absolutely phenomenal quality. Both double anal fins as well. All fins present. Now I prefer this Kirin here over the tricolour, as just the pattern is a lot more even and looks really nice. Now down here I've just come across a few fish from the Meng Goldfish farm. Absolutely giant short tail orandas, huge heads on them, really big bodies. We've got some of the smaller ones here, tricolours, but these ones really stand out. The size is absolutely huge, probably the biggest fish we actually have at the show. Just look at the size of those compared to my hand. 6-7 inches easily in length and height. Full head of wen. And nice activity levels as well. Obviously this one's got a single anal fin, but I've heard that this one has a double one. But I've heard that in these goldfish shows they're really looking at the quality of the fish, and the anal fins doesn't actually come into it as much in these kind of shows. It's really interesting to see loads and loads of new style fish. None of the older style fish. These are all mainly short body fish, really fat fish, not the slender, more streamlined top view Ranchu or anything like that. Beautiful fish. So let's keep heading around. We got some really nice oranda over there and also down this line here. Let's go and check some more of them out. Another one of the really big fish I've just seen at this event is this Kirin Ranchu, which is absolutely huge. It is on the other side of the tank, so it's coming over now, but you can see compared to my hand just how big it is. Look at the thick back, really thick back and peduncle. Doesn't quite have a full split in the caudal fin, but a really lovely light base Kirin Ranchu. It's quite active in the tank, a nice symmetrical pattern throughout. Really nice distribution of colour throughout this fish as well. It's got the double anal fins as well. I'm saying this is probably a female fish with the really big belly. You can sort of see the size comparison with that tiger Ranchu next door to it. Absolutely stunning. Let's go and find some more large jumbo show quality fish here at the Bangkok Goldfish Show. Now I've just come across this tricolour, which you may remember from one of the previous vlogs we did at the Meng Banpong farm. I just really like this fish because it's so unique. The colour pattern and the colourway with the striations of black running down it. A nice medium-sized tail, nice erect dorsal fin, and it's just got a really lovely swimming pattern. So many fish to video and film at this event, so it's very, very hard to pick out certain fish. But I'm trying to show as many as I can. But I would say that's all of the sort of feature fish that I've seen at this event. So I think we're going to wrap up the video now. I'm actually going to cut this episode here because there is so much content and there are so many different winners that I'm actually going to put that into the third episode of the Bangkok Goldfish Show. So this is going to be the end of the second episode. Saw some absolutely amazing fish here at the show. There are so many absolutely awesome Ranchu and Oranda here. But that is it for today's episode. So let me know what you thought down below. Let me know what you think of the fish as well. But thank you all for watching. Remember to get those water changes up and happy fish keeping.